Good afternoon. My name is Małgorzata Kurzępa. I'm a founder and director of Fair House Investments, the company which invests in properties in UK for over 8 years and 10 years altogether. Every Sunday around 1 p.m. I'm coming to you with another subject, with a subject somehow connected to investing in properties. And today I wanted to tell you a little bit about planning. It's great that you listen to me. I recorded in a beautiful Sunday afternoon, but I don't know when you will be watching it. Actually, it really doesn't matter, but at least we have a nice light, and I hope you would enjoy what I'm telling you today. So, plenty of people thinking about investing in properties, but only some of them actually doing it. And to be honest, if you have one rental property, it wouldn't make you rich. It will probably give you plenty of headache because you will have problems with your property, with your tenants, issues with taxation, whatever. Plenty of things will be going on. And after a while, you realize that when you use your time, the way how you use your time is not really effective. So you could start doubting in the idea of investing in properties. If this is a good idea, or is this a good way to invest your money, or is it a good way to invest your time? Because maybe you just realize that it's better to spend this time, or it would be better to spend this time with your kids, or just do something enjoyable for yourself rather than wasting it for taking care of the property, when at the end of the month you realize that the income, the cash flow on your bank account is not actually that great. So this is why even when you already have one or two properties, or maybe if you only thinking about investing in properties, in my opinion, it's so important to make a business plan. Because remember, if you wanted to bring you money, you should create a business. It shouldn't be a hobby, it shouldn't be a pleasure, it shouldn't be something you spend your time on. It should be set as a proper business. How to make a business plan? You just have to sit down and think what you want to achieve. What is the main reason why you want to set the company, or why you want to invest in properties? What is the goal, and what is the time frame to achieve this goal? I'm not sure if you heard about goal analysis, which is called SMART. Explain the way how we set our goals. So SMART means that our goal should be specific, should be measurable, should be achievable, should be relevant for us, and time bound. Which means we have to set our goals according to these rules. It is important to know, even at the beginning, if you only want to have one or two properties because maybe you want only small cash flow, or maybe you just want to buy this property to give them later to your kids, for example, to help them at the beginning of their life, do not start their life with a mortgage. Or maybe you want to create a company and you want to give it to your kids, again, to have a proper job, or something that will be bringing the money right after they leave the university. Or on the other side, maybe from day one, you want to build a portfolio of 10 plus or even 100 plus properties. So depends on this goal, the planning and building the structure of the company would be completely different. What is the financial goal? How you want to achieve it? Do you want to have a cash flow, or you want to, you only will be start using this money when you're retired, as an extra pension? And most important thing, last not least, most important, I don't know if this is the most important, but all what I'm saying today is sharing my own opinion. What would you do when you achieve your goal? It's also extremely important. As you probably noticed, this is not something you can achieve in a month or even a year. In my opinion, 5 years' time, this is a perfect time frame to achieve every goal, especially if you're starting from scratch, because if you're already halfway, of course, probably you will achieve it faster than 5 years. So this is my opinion, which I'm sharing with you now. 5 years, in my opinion, is absolutely achievable for most of the goals. Especially that for most of us, goal for the beginning is to resign of our everyday's work, our Monday, Friday work, and replace the income from everyday's work by income from our investments. So actually, no matter how much you earn now, because if you earn little, it would be easier. If you learn more, then it would be more difficult, but it also means that you have more money to invest. So there are always positives and negatives. If, in my opinion, if you don't think if it's achievable, there are two options. First of all, your goal is not that important as you think. Or second thing, you just don't believe in yourself. So you have two jobs to do, two things to do. One is to set proper strategy and proper plan for your company, investing company. And the second thing is to set a proper plan for yourself, how to expand your own mind to be ready for success. Is it possible that everybody, I mean, does it mean that everybody would achieve success or their goals in 5 years' time? No. There would be people who stop halfway or who resign, who gave up, whatever, or would be doing it extremely slowly. Have I done it in 5 years' time? No, I didn't. But now I know how to do it, and now I really feel ready to teach people how to do it. So, becoming to the main, to the we're coming to the point I wanted to share with you. Is it any shortcut to achieve your goals in 5 years' time, not waiting longer than that? Of course, there is a shortcut. You have to find a mentor, someone who already achieved what you want to achieve, someone who is in the place where you want to be in your 5 years' time, or when you won't be ready to go there or to be there. And you have to stick to this person to try to get as much knowledge as you have, or ask him, just him or her, to teach you how to do it. Because if someone already achieved it, of course, he knows the way. Planning is the key thing of every business. This is why I think you have to spend plenty of time on planning, because it's extremely important, it's the most important. And if you're not able to do the proper plan, probably it would be very difficult for you to achieve a success later. So believe me, it's really, really important, and it's really relevant to sit down, take a pen and piece of paper and plan everything. This is another aspect. You have to do it on paper. You have to think, what would you need to achieve success in your business? What would you think, what would you need for your company? And what do you already have you can bring to your company to be successful? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Maybe there are some weaknesses you have to work on, or maybe they are completely irrelevant and you could just forget about them. What kind of people you will have to hire immediately, and what people would you hire later? What is the time you want to achieve your goal, and how to divide it into periods of time? I told you, my idea is 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. In my opinion, this works best. What would you want to add to your company after first and second year? Remember, your company would be growing. It will be growing financially, it will be bringing you more money, but it would also be growing as a group of people. You have to think about the structure. Would you set it as a partnership? Would you have partners, business partners, or would you rather hire people? The goal is the most important thing, in my opinion. So, second thing is, of course, is dividing into periods. And what helps you is, of course, the planning, proper planning. But another thing that will help you to achieve your goal is to visualize it. So if your plan is to spend next, I don't know, in the future, spend 6 months of your time with your family and the tropical island, Print the pictures, put them on the wall, just look at them every day. It will help. If you want to buy your partner a wonderful gift, something very unique, for example, maybe, then take a picture, put it in, leave it, put it in your phone. Just look at it a couple of times per day. For other people, things may be like something that expand your minds are more important. Like I always wanted to jump with a parachute, but to be honest, I'm just afraid. So my goal now is to work on my mind, to expand my mind, to be ready to do this jump, because now I'm just afraid, and I don't want to be afraid. I want to enjoy it, to really do it, because I would be ready to do it in a moment when I would be ready. So financial goal is one thing. Another could be just something you do in your mind, or in your something you will do to your mind. Usually when you start the new company, most of the work you have to do at the beginning. But remember, even if you have to work very, very, very hard for the first couple weeks, it doesn't mean that it will stop after a couple weeks of month, and then you will be only waiting for the results. It wouldn't work like this. The most important thing is the beginning, is planning, and first couple weeks of intensive work. But later there would be another work to do. Remember, your goals could change, or the company strategy could change. You would be expanding your company. You would be expanding your mind. So new things could appear, which means that you probably will never ever stop working. But remember, when we're trying to work in our own company, the idea is to, first of all, do not work for someone else. Second thing, to enjoy it. And third thing, to really appreciate the finance our company is bringing. Because if you work for someone, you could be you have your boss or the owner of the company, you could be great employer, and you could bring them plenty of money, but you still have your monthly salary, and that's it. Maybe something like a premium at the end of the year, but not more than that. So as I already mentioned, in my opinion, very important is to plan on paper. Some people think if they don't write it down, they could still achieve their goal, but they are not really obliged to do it. I used to say to myself that, I don't write it down, that I like the plan was to sell, 30 products, 30 items from my company in next month. But I was thinking I will sell more than that. If I don't write it down, I would achieve even more. I wouldn't feel that I failed if I won't sell it. But this is not how it works. If you don't have a goal, if you don't have a proper particular place in the future where you want to get, you wouldn't get there. You have to have it in your head and on paper to really think all the time about going there and achieving it, whatever it is. If the goal for you is to wake up tomorrow and 6 o'clock get up, go to work, it's great. I'm not saying it's anything wrong about it, but we will all do it. Some of us wake up earlier, some later, but this is not a great achievement, to be honest. And believe me, despite of the fact that plenty of people is doing it, coming back out of work at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock at the end of the day is not really something what we should celebrate, like opening a can of beer. Yeah, plenty of people doing it. But I think the idea of setting goals is that they should expand our mind, our future, we should learn something from this. We should force ourselves to do more and more. As I said, if you're happy in the moment when you are now, that's great. You don't have to do anything, and you don't even have to listen to me, and you definitely don't have to invest in property. I even warn you that you shouldn't invest if you're happy in the moment where you are, because investing in property will bring you troubles, will bring you problems, because there would be issues with properties, like there are issues in every company. So if you don't want any issues, just stay where you are. But if you want to expand your finances, your life, then planning is the most important thing you have to do. The last thing I wanted to tell you about is, I already mentioned it a little bit, is celebrating your achievements. If you set a particular goal for 1 year after and you achieve it, celebrate it. Go for nice holidays. Just match the level of achievement with the way how you celebrate it. For example, if you just received a positive feedback from the client, it doesn't mean you have to buy yourself a Rolex, but it's a good idea to celebrate it with your kids and for over the weekend, for example, by going to the zoo or going to the cinema together. Depends on what you like. I love going to the spa. So planning, piece of paper, most important thing. In my opinion, it's at least 30% of your success already if you have a proper business plan. Giving a time frame to your goal, 1 to 5 years, and celebrating, giving yourself little breaks. It's also very important. Remember that planning without a particular goal and time frame is like a dream. So if you want not only dream but also fulfill your dreams, you have to write them down, give them particular goal in a particular time frame. So I wish you good luck, and I wish I wish you all the best. I'm sure you will achieve your goals, and have a wonderful next week. Małgorzata Kurzępa, Fairhouse Investments. Bye bye.